Hey guys, this is David from I Am Vanguard, doing a match video. Of course, thank you for filming with us, Domino Pairs 21. We are actually playing against Domino Pairs' Dauntless Drive the End versus Daniel's Chaos Breaker Dragon, Star Vader, of course. I'm actually not playing in the match, but I'll try to do my best watching and explaining it to you guys. And further ado, I am gonna start about now. So got the match going on. It's gonna be Conroe as a starter for Domino, and then Daniel is gonna just start off with this link trigger. Domino makes an early guard because he does not want to take unnecessary damage. The opponent attacks, and Daniel has to take it because he would probably waste cards if the opponent hits a lucky trigger. Daniel attacks for 15. Of course, the opponent can't guard early because they are both 10Ks. If the opponent rode into a 9K, I mean, it would have been much easier. Domino's gonna filter some cards. That's actually Seal Dragon. Percy, really nice card for filtering cards, especially on the end. And Domino is probably going to search for ammo at this point. I was actually filming the match, but there was an anime going on. Okay, so he does get an ammo. Ammo is a good card to filter out cards and try to get the cards you want. In this kind of build, Overlord the End, it's really important to get the cards that you want in your hand. Now I'm going to set out ammo, attacks, hit the draw trigger, and then Daniel takes damage. Domino actually discards the draw trigger, but in my case, I've seen him draw into a Dauntless Drive Dragon, so if it was me, I would have discarded the Dauntless Drive Dragon instead, and then try to conserve some 5K blocks. Daniel does not set out rear guards because he does not want his opponent to retire cards, so he decides to just use his Vanguard attack on the opponent. Domino is going to use Cordroy. Sorry, my English is so bad. He's gonna retire Dusttail Unicorn. Dusttail Unicorn is not the best card to use against clans like Narukami's or Card Heroes because it's gonna get retired. But I mean, Dusttail Unicorn is a really nice card because in this deck it is. Daniel makes a 15k guard. He does not want the opponent to filter cards, and he takes the rear guard attack instead. Now Daniel is probably going to start attacking a little bit. He wants to get a little aggressive at this point because he is a little behind damage. I think he messed up on the setting out cards because, okay, so I think he's switching out. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's the play I would have made because I want the card behind the 12k because it actually gets a boost every time I lock the unit. Daniel actually hits the trigger, double trigger at least. I mean, really bad for the opponent because I think Daniel in this whole match keeps hitting double triggers. So now Domino is actually going to decide if he wants to break right into his Dauntless Drive in his hand or just call out rear guards and attack a little bit and try to conserve cards. And I think he's gonna call another can't say it. Cordroy. It is like 3 AM at night. So he's gonna retire the booster. Daniel just gets out another interceptor that he can use to block. Domino's just waiting and then attacks for another 19. Daniel's checking if he actually breaks right this turn. Daniel's gonna make a 15k guard and Domino hits the draw trigger and attacks with 21 to the Vanguard. Now Domino is a little behind damage, so Daniel is probably gonna go aggressive at this point because he wants to push his opponent and make him waste cards. Sets out 12k. Now he's probably going to get rid of the interceptor first and then attack with the Vanguard. Domino is probably going to make a 15k card at this point. Okay, so he does make a 15k. Daniel hits another trigger again. It's gonna be a critical, so the Domino does have to guard. Now Domino wants Daniel to waste some cards, so he is probably gonna break ride at this point. Yeah, so he's just making a decision if he should just attack or try to break ride and then try to make him waste cards. He does it. Now he's deciding if he should set out rears. In my case, I play a little Conquerors myself. I would actually set out some rear guards because I want to try to remove all the triggers, like this case, to the rear guard. Even though Domino hit a critical trigger, Daniel actually hit 2 triggers on the way, so he's attacking for 26 while Daniel is at 21. So it's going to be a 20k card for no pass. Domino hits a heal trigger. Unfortunately, he can't use it because he has less damage to the opponent. That's why, in my case, I would have set on another rear and try to attack and give all the powers to the rear. I get them mixed up. Daniel break rides into another break ride and locks the card in the back because he wants the opponent to have a disadvantage. Daniel attacks with the 28 or 28, 29. Domino is obviously going to perfect guard at this point because it is too much. Daniel hits another trigger. He hits a double trigger, so he's going to divide the powers out. He's going to attack with the one with the critical, try to make Domino waste cards. Unfortunately for Domino, Daniel has been hitting too much trigger in this game, but Vanguard is Vanguard, it happens. Domino is probably going to break right into Dragonic Overlord the end because he needs to try to push Daniel and make him waste cards, because Daniel is at 5 damage, so anything towards the Vanguard he has to guard. So he break rides into the end. He's going to set out rears because he knows that without rears he can't push for damage. Good attack for 21. Daniel is going to make a 30k block total. Does not hit anything. Unfortunately, in my case, I would have saved the perfect guard and then discard Overlord at the end, kind of tricking the opponent that I don't have anything. Daniel actually makes a perfect guard, predicting that he has Overlord at the end because he saw it in the draft check. And then he hits a critical, gives the rear, and he's just gonna guard easily. At this point, this is pretty much a wrap up because you can see that Domino Pairs 21 only has 4 cards. And Daniel has his attack going and he has a Chaos Breaker in his hand because I seen it in his drive check. He's going to lock 2 units and get the plus 10k. He's going to take back his play and then play Colony Maker and get another rear. As you know, this is pretty much game. Domino Pairs only has 4 cards in his hand. He has a Chaos Breaker out and then he has full columns. So at this point, this is going to be pretty much a wrap up. We're just kind of, I guess, we're watching the video to finish things off. But of course, thanks for playing Domino Pairs 21. You are a great player. I know this was a little sacky game for you, but you really held up your game really well. But yeah, just comment, rate, subscribe, and do your thing. And if you like the videos, make sure you tell us what matchups you want and any suggestions for my video making things. And I'm sorry for my bad English because I am Asian. But anyways, further ado, can't say anything else. I guess image of the victory, I am Vanguard. Ciao.